Sergeant support video, an introduction and overview of the Swift Command app. Before we start, we have assumed that you have already downloaded and installed the Swift Command app and paired the Bluetooth to your vehicle. This process is covered in an earlier video. First, we will open the Swift Command app and take a look at the top level menu. The menu can be split into a number of sections. The first section covers features you can use via Bluetooth when using the app within your caravan or motorhome. The second section covers remote features that you can use when away from your vehicle. Note that to use remote features, your device does need an internet connection. The third section provides links to other Swift information sources, including Swift Talk and Swift TV. The final section of icons covers settings and information, like your account settings, handbook, system alerts, and Bluetooth connection. So let's start by looking at the features when connected via Bluetooth. Press the Bluetooth icon to connect to your vehicle. Note that if you do leave the app to use a different application, you will need to reconnect Bluetooth when you return to Swift Command. Press the battery power icon to view system levels, including leisure and vehicle battery voltages, battery current, solar current, and mains 230 volt current. Note, the battery ammeter shows current into the battery as a positive value and current being drawn from the battery as a negative figure. Press the leisure or vehicle battery button to select that battery as your power source. Press the live data button to refresh the on-screen information faster. This is useful when undertaking system tests. Press the AC limiter button to set a limit to the current being drawn from the site supply. When set, if the current being used exceeds the limit, the system will reduce or turn off the hot water and heating system to reduce the current being used. This is better explained with an example. If the limiter is set to 13 amp and the hot water, heating and charger are drawing 9.2 amps, if you then boil a kettle, taking the figure to say 17 amps, the system will turn the hot water and heating down to reduce the value to about 9 amps. When the kettle finishes boiling, the heating will turn back on automatically. Note, the system can only reduce the current being used by the hot water and heating system. It cannot reduce other appliances like the hob, charger or other 230 volt sockets. Also, for the limiter to operate, the system does need to be set to control the heating. Press the power button to turn the system power on or off. This works in the same way as the control panel power button. Press the back button to return to the main menu. Press the water icon to view water system and related information. At the top of the screen you can see the current external temperature and internal temperature and humidity readings. Currently, this screen shows information for a caravan. On a motorhome installation, a waste tank level is added and the tank fill button is replaced by a tank heaters button. Press the pump button to turn the water pump on or off. Note that buttons are lit blue when turned on. Press the tank fill button on a caravan to fill the onboard tank from the external water container. Press the warnings button to turn the tank level audible warning on or off. Press the back button to return to the main menu. Press the lighting icon to access the lighting control screen. Press the interior lights button to turn the interior lights on or off. The awning and entry lights work in a similar way. Press the dimmable lights button to turn dimming channel 1 or 2 on or off. The light intensity can be adjusted by moving the slider or by pressing on a particular point on the scale. Press the back button to return to the main menu. We will now look at the hot water and heating controls. For demonstration purposes, we have disconnected from Bluetooth. Press the heating control icon to access the heating control screen. Without a Bluetooth connection, the app doesn't know which heating system you have installed. In this case, we need to press the back button and then reconnect the Bluetooth to access the heating controls. We can now return to the heating control screen and you can see we are connected to a vehicle with an older heating system. The top of the screen shows the same temperature and humidity information described earlier. Below this information is the new heating and hot water status bar. This shows the status of the heating on the left and the status of the water heater on the right. A blue play symbol shows that the device is active. A grey stop symbol shows that the device is inactive. The heating controls can work in 3 modes: manual, where you use the older control panel, Timer 1, where you have the same 4 timer events each day, or Timer 7, where you have 4 different timer events for each day. There is also a temporary override feature where you can override the timer settings for a few hours. The gas and electric energy setting buttons are used to select the heater energy source. Press the gas button to use the gas supply and press the electric button to cycle through the available settings. We will now look at the Timer x1 settings. After pressing the Timer 1 button, expand the everyday section if required by pressing the plus symbol. 4 timer events can be programmed, and each event can change the heating and hot water settings at an adjustable point in time during the day. Here we are selecting a heating temperature and hot water setting for the first event at 7:30 am. When you have finished adjusting the settings, press the Save Settings to Vehicle button to save the settings to your vehicle. We are now setting the energy setting to electric 2 kW. After a short delay, the heater responds to the changes and you can see the water heater turn off. The Timer x7 settings can be changed in a similar way to the x1. Here you have 7 separate sets of settings which can be adjusted, copied between days and then saved back to your vehicle. It is best to familiarise yourself with the Timer x1 everyday settings before using the more complex 7-day timers. If you wish to make a short-term change to a heating or hot water setting, you can use the override feature. Here we can override the heater settings for 1 to 4 hours. Firstly, select the required energy setting and then select the duration, the heating temperature and finally the hot water setting. Press Start to start the override. Note that when in override mode, the override button is lit blue. Press the override button to cancel the override if required. Press the back button to return to the main menu. We will now look at the Truma and Whale heating system controls, which are almost identical to the older ones already covered. The Truma Combi controls use a single energy selection button rather than one for gas and one for electric. Press the button to select the required setting. The override feature also uses the same energy selection button. All other features work as shown earlier. We will now look at the Whale heater controls, which also work in a very similar way. Here we have separate devices for air heating and water heating. Press the air button to change the energy setting for the heating, and press the water button to change the hot water energy setting. The Whale heaters use an enhanced status bar. As per the other systems, the heating status is shown on the left and the water heater status on the right. Mains 230 volt present is shown by the plug symbol, the flame symbol indicates that the gas burner is operating and the stop play symbol indicates heater operation. The green OK symbol changes to red if a problem is detected by the heater. Press on the button to display more information. Here we attempted to run the heater on gas with the gas bottle turned off. Press the close button to close the information box. Press the back button to return to the main menu. We will now have a quick look at account setup, alerts and user manuals. Press the Accounts button to link the app to your Swift Command account by entering your username and password. Press the Save button to save the information. Press the Get Vehicles Details button to retrieve your vehicle details. The system can cater for multiple vehicles as shown here. Please select the required vehicle and press the Save button. Clear the information box by pressing Done. Press the back button to return to the main menu. Press the Bell button to set up system alerts. We first need to load the alerts from the server by pressing the Load button. There are several different alerts that you can enable when required. The top or first button is the Master Alerts On-Off button, which turns all alerts on or off. This must be turned on before you can configure the other alerts. The alarm system alerts are triggered by the Caravan alarm system. Select the maximum number of emails and SMS text messages that you are prepared to receive per day. Set each selection to off to disable the alert. The frost alert can be used to warn you when the vehicle external temperature falls below a set level. Set the number of emails and text messages and then the alert trigger temperature. The water tank alert is configured in the same way as the frost alert. When enabled, the alert will trigger if there is water in a water tank and the temperature is lower than the trigger setting. The leisure battery alert can be used to alert you if the battery voltage becomes low. The vehicle battery alert works in the same way, but is only really applicable to motorhomes. When you have finished configuring the alerts, scroll back to the top of the screen and press the Save button to save the new settings. Press OK and then the back button to return to the main menu. Press the Book button to view the manual or handbook for your vehicle. The available documents are based on your vehicle model. Select the required document and then press the Open button to view the document. Documents are stored in PDF format. Scroll back to the top of the document and press the arrow to return to the app, or use the device back button. Press the back button to return to the main menu. We will now take a quick look at the Swift Group site links. Press on the Swift Group logo to access the links. Here you can access the Swift website, chat with people on Swift Talk, check out the latest products on Swift TV, or connect direct with the Swift support team using your Connect Direct login. Press the back button to return to the main menu. We will now have a look at the features you can use when away from your vehicle. To use these features, your device does need an internet connection. Press the Remote Features button to access the Remote Features screen. If you only see the Web Portal button lit, you need to go back to the account page and ensure you have set up your account and selected your vehicle correctly. Press the Locate button to locate your vehicle. The Swift command system sends location points every 6 hours, so the last location received will be shown. You can turn on dealer locations and then zoom out to view local Swift dealers. Pressing on the green location pin will show details of the dealer, including a Google Maps link. If you follow the link, you can view the dealer locations in Google Maps and then navigate to them if required. Press the back button to go back to the Locate screen. You can look at previous locations by using the date picker. Note the key on the left. GPS locations are shown in blue. These have an accuracy of plus or minus 250 metres. The red locations indicate a location without GPS signal. This can occur if the vehicle is undercover or within a building. In these cases, the phone network is used to get an approximate location, which has an accuracy of around 2 to 3 kilometres. Press the back button to go back to the previous screen. Press the Levels button to view system levels remotely. Press the Load button to request the levels from your vehicle and display them on screen. Information on this screen is the same as that shown on the Bluetooth connected power and water screens. Press the back button to go back to the previous screen. Press the Levels button to show historical system data. Here there are 3 steps. Press the Load button to load the data. Select a date or date range using the Date button, and then press the Create button to create the graphs. Click the plus symbol to open each graph. You can use a pinch operation to zoom into the graph. Pressing on a data point will show the underlying data. Press the Reset button to reset the zoom level if required. Each of the graphs work in the same way, with information being shown for battery voltage levels, water tank levels and temperature readings. Press the back button to go back to the previous screen. Press the Dealer button to show details of your chosen dealer. Press the web address to visit their website. Press the phone number to call the dealer, or press the Locate button to show the dealer location on Google Maps. Press the back button to go back to the previous screen. Press the web portal button to visit swiftcommand.co.uk. Here you can log in and review or amend your Swift Command account details. Press the back button to go back to the previous screen. We will now look at the remote control features. Press the New Update button to request the current power and lighting information from your vehicle. Here you can see that the power is turned on, the heating is running on timer times 1 with an electric setting of 2 kW, and the interior lights are also turned on. The controls again work in the same way as they do when used locally with a Bluetooth connection. After each button press, data is sent to and received from your vehicle, so there is a slight delay. The heating override also works in the same way as it does when using a Bluetooth connection. Note, when the heating override is active, some other heating controls are disabled. Finally, the two dimmable lighting channels can be turned on and off as shown. Press the back button to go back to the previous screen. We will now have a look at Swift Command Tracker, which is available in all 2017 vehicles. Press the Tracker button to view the Tracker information page. Tracking subscriptions can be purchased and managed at swiftcommand.co.uk. Press the button to go to the website. After logging in, you can check your vehicle details in the Vehicle section. Go to the Tracking section to purchase a new subscription, view or amend your details. The pricing structure is simple at £95 per year including VAT. You can purchase 1, 2 or 3 years at a time. If you have a 2016 vehicle, it is not possible to add a tracking subscription. In this case you will see the above message. Press the back button to return to the main menu. We will now look at an additional feature for caravans only. Firstly, we need to connect to the caravan using Bluetooth. On 2017 caravans, the ALCO automatic traction control is connected to Swift Command, and when enabled, an extra button appears on the main menu. Press on the Hitch button to open the ATC screen. The screen shows a larger image when viewed in portrait mode, which is ideal when using a phone in your tow vehicle. The central green active button works in a similar way as the LED indicator on the caravan A-frame. Green indicates all OK, orange indicates ATC in action, and red indicates an error. Press on the white ALCO button to view ATC history. Here you can view or clear data for the current journey or all history. Press on the bell button to activate or turn off ATC notifications. When active, the notification will warn you of any errors whilst you are viewing another app, like navigation, but still have the Swift Command app running in the background. The caravan symbol shows the amount of caravan sway whilst driving. The active button changes to in action when the ATC is working to stabilise the caravan. As with all the app screens, further information about this screen can be viewed by pressing the Help button. Press the back button to return to the app, and the back button again to return to the main menu. That concludes our video on the Swift Command app. Remember, more support information is available at swiftcommand.co.uk.